Hello Aquarius, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is your weekly tarot forecast. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And please go check out the other videos that may pertain to your sun, moon, or rising sign. And that way you can get a more dynamic picture of what's going on with you this week. Alright, let's get started. What does Aquarius need to know for this coming week, August 22nd through 28th? Let's see what we have. Interesting Knight of Cups to start us off. Let's see what else is going to be happening this week. Okay, we have the Empress. So I see that this might be a lot of major arcana. Wow, a lot of court cards. I think this is going to be a very kind of heavy, important, serious time for you, but not too serious. We have the Knight of Wands, or the Knight of Cups here. So I think what's going on is that there's going to be some kind of a renewal of passion. There's going to be some kind of a renewal of love energy. I don't know if this is going to be maybe the beginning of a new relationship for you. Usually with the Knight, especially the Knight of Cups, this is a really quick, intense, just like flash of this love energy, right? Of this romantic desire, lust, love, connection energy. And so I really feel like you're in this space this week. You know, I think maybe in the middle of the week, if we use this as kind of a timeline, this card's kind of in the middle of the week where I think you might have this flash of these new feelings arising or arriving. Maybe you're going to meet someone new that really sparks these feelings in you. And then we have the Empress card. So this card's all about love and connection and desire and fertility and joy and success and pleasure and, you know, all of these wonderful things. So I am wondering if it's not really time for you to meet your soulmate this week. These two cards together really indicate that this person is coming into your life quickly. It could be someone that you already know, but this feeling, this new romance, this new love energy is going to really just start to grow and blossom really, really quickly. And I think it's going to become something really, really wonderful because of that Empress card. That Empress card, there's really nothing bad to say about this card, except maybe you're going to get a little carried away with all of this joy and pleasure and success and happiness. And there is the potential there that you might just indulge too much, I guess, that you might just get really just wrapped up in this whole thing, and that's all you'll be focusing on, right? But with that Knight of Cups, I really think that this is happening quickly. I think that this is going to be kind of a love at first sight thing. If it's somebody that you already know, it's going to be as if you just look at this person again and suddenly you're seeing them through a new set of eyes, or you're seeing them differently, or you're seeing them in a new light. Right, with that Knight energy, and again, especially with the Knight of Cups, this is like a very swift onrush of this emotion, right? So if it's somebody that you already know, a friend or whatever that you just have an acquaintanceship with, you're going to look at them in a whole different light. Or this could be somebody just brand new coming into your life, but it's going to be a very swift feeling. It's going to just, you're going to look at them and you're going to have this wonderful feeling of being just completely in love with them. And I think there really is the potential for it to blossom into this really productive relationship. It seems to be romantic. It seems like it's based on love and attraction and romance. There's a chance, I guess, that it could be more of a close friendship and an intimate friend in other ways, not a romantic or an attraction kind of thing. But with the Empress card, I'm pretty much sticking to that idea that this is going to be an onrush of these romantic, desirous attraction kind of feelings, okay? I see that in the recent past you've gone through a major transformation in your life. I think you're just coming out of this very intense period. Maybe it is kind of the ending of an old relationship or the ending of the old you, but I feel like you're really coming out of this very intense transformative period. I'm not sure exactly what that was all about. Maybe there were some clues to that in the last couple of readings that we did for you. where there was some very, very intense energy going on, and you were really going through some changes in your perspective, in your life, in your maybe your career, maybe in your relationship too. This could be, like I said, the ending of the old relationship, the ending of the old you, and now you're really, really ready for this rush of new feeling and new love and new pleasure and satisfaction coming your way. And again, I think it's going to happen very quickly. I think when you see this person, you're going to know. There's going to be no question at all about it. Like I said, we have a lot of major arcana here in the first part of our spread. If you don't know, I'll use the Celtic cross spread, and we have the actual cross, and then we have the staff on the right here. So first we work on the cross. Now this cross, it just has major arcana all over it. The next one that we come to is this moon card, kind of casting its moonlight down on the entire spread here. And what I think this might be indicating is that this situation now, this new kind of love, this new soulmate kind of situation, I'll go ahead and say it, is kind of going to be a fulfillment of your dreams. I think that you really have had this idea of what your perfect life, what your perfect partner, your perfect relationship looks like. I think you really have a lot of plans and just fantasies and things that you've always dreamed about having or doing with your partner. And it's really been, I think you're someone who has really kind of spent a lot of time envisioning your future, spouse or partner, kind of dreaming what your marriage would be like, or dreaming what adventures you'd go on with your partner, or what the perfect relationship would look like. I think you have a strong vision of that, right? And I think that is kind of what's being fulfilled here. I think with these court cards, it's really saying, yeah, you've done the work, you've kind of made these major changes in your life, you've come through this very serious period that has changed you. I don't know if it was something you were intentionally working on or trying to change, but this is just a period of your life that was quite heavy and that has changed you in some way. And now I think you're in this place where you're ready for this type of love to enter your life. And down here at the bottom, we see the Star card. And I think the Star card is really showing that, yeah, you are in a place where you're ready to receive this divine blessing, right? This is kind of, this again is going to be something where when you see this person, when you feel these feelings, you're going to know. And it's going to be a very strong confirmation for you. It's going to be there's going to be a lot of synchronicity around it. And it really is going to feel like this is a very clear message from, your spirit guides, your guardian angel, the divine, whatever you believe in. I think you're going to really sense that this is an important event when you and this other person come together and have this kind of spark of emotion, this explosion of emotion, really. I think you're going to sense that it really is a serious event. It really is very meaningful, and you better pay attention. So we get that with the Star card, and I think, again, that is indicating that you're ready for this, that you are capable of seeing the signs, the omens, the synchronicities, and really taking that in and really understanding the importance of this event. In the immediate future, we have the Princess of Cups. Now, this is kind of the renewal of the love, the feeling, the emotion, the desire, the imagination, the generosity of your heart and your spirit. But this is the new birth of that. It's still a young, kind of immature love and abundance and generosity and sensuality that is kind of starting to come out of you again. It's starting to grow and blossom again, right? So I think that has to do with this transformative period that you were in, this heavy period that you're coming out of, that now has prepared you in a way for this coming energy, this coming relationship. And in the immediate future, you're going to have a renewal of all of these really wonderful and exciting and almost new. They feel new, these feelings of love and joy and generosity and wanting to just love everyone and everything, and just feeling so joyous and magnificent. And just dreamy and imaginative. I think you're going to be you're going to be very caught up in this, and you're going to be very, I think, carried away, and it's going to seem like a dream, seem like a fantasy, and that's okay because we have the Empress card that I think has given you the little bit of caution, saying, hey, don't get too carried away. And then we also have the Star card, which is keeping you grounded because you're going to listen to your gut, you're going to listen to your intuition, and so like, okay, well, I still have to do the practical things in life. I still have to stay grounded, right? Your head is going to be in the clouds, but your feet are going to be firmly grounded. Don't forget to hit that like button and please subscribe to the channel. It's because of you that this channel is able to grow and we're able to do more things, and I really love reading for you, so please subscribe, especially if this resonates with you. Okay, moving on to the staff portion here, we have the Four of Swords. So I think that, with this transformative period that happened, I think that you're recently kind of coming out of, I think it's left you with a little bit more tolerance for people. I think you're in a headspace, you're in a mentality now where you really don't want to fight or argue. You don't want the stress. You want things to be easy going and easy flowing. Okay, and that's what we see with the Four of Swords is this, you'll fight if you have to, you'll defend yourself if you have to, you can handle the stress and frustrations of life if you have to, but you're in a mode now where you really want things to be a little more easygoing. And that is really what I'm feeling with this Four of Swords, that it's just, you don't want the stress or friction anymore. You want things to flow and be a little bit easier. Okay, now moving on, we also see, in terms of this other person, well, who are they? They're being represented by this Three of Wands. This is the Sun in Aries, so it might be an Aries person that you're, actually going to be encountering, that you're going to have this situation with. There's a fairly strong indication that is it. However, this Three of Wands is also talking about their energy and their presentation, right? Their persona. And I think they're a very charming person, but they're someone who really will seem like they're just kind of noble, kind of royal birth almost. Like they're just very confident and mature, but very, very generous, very easy to talk to, but very much a leader, right? They seem like a very strong personality, and that they're really, really going to have this confidence about them, and this kind of self-possession where they're always going to try to do the right thing, and they seem just very very upright and very strong in terms of their moral compass or their intentions. They seem very honest, and again, they could be an Aries. That could be an Aries person that we see with this Three of Wands here. So be on the lookout for that, either that Aries or that person that has those kinds of qualities that I just described. Now, are there any fears and worries that you have right now? I think there are kind of the general worries, and we see this card a lot in readings. I think maybe we've seen them a few times for you as well, Aquarius, is this Five of Discs. And this, I think, is just the worry, the little bit of fear and concern for the future of your health, your wealth, your finances, your domestic situation. So I think that's kind of the concern here, where you are getting wrapped up in this dreamlike state with this new love and this exciting energy that's going on, but you still have to stay grounded. You still have to kind of hold down the job and do the practical things, and change the oil in the car or whatever you do. So you don't want to really neglect the physical world. You don't want to lose focus on your finances or on your physical health or on the state of your home or your vehicle or anything like that. You still want to make sure that the physical realm is well taken care of, and I think that's part of your concern here, even if it's a little bit of an unconscious concern, is that you'll get so wrapped up in this dreaminess and this fantasy and this wonderful feeling situation that's going on that that you might start to neglect those things, or those things are going to maybe take a hit because you're going to be so focused on this other thing that you're not really going to have that much care or concern for these earthly realm things like the finances, the health, the wealth, the domestic situation. So, that's part of your concern here, is you want to make sure that you stay grounded and you're able to continue focusing on these things and not get too, again, we're talking about getting carried away a little bit too far with this love energy. But I think you're aware of that possibility, and I think, again, that you're going to be able to stay grounded and still take care of the practical things. What do I see in the more long-term future? The flow of all of this energy is really leading to this Nine of Wands. The key word for this card is strength, right? And where does that strength come from but in the connection between your head and your heart, between positive and negative, between the light and the dark, between the sun and the moon. And I think that is really where this energy is going. It's this wonderful connection between you and this other person that's going to just make both of you better, stronger people, right? You're going to be greater than just the sum of your parts. It's going to improve things vastly in terms of your connection with yourself and with your spirit guides, your angels, the divine, your spirit, and your higher self too, and just your inner nature, your emotions. It's going to be a very wonderful balance, I think, between those positive and negative poles, between the plus and the minus, the night and the day, the light and the dark, earth and heaven too, so to speak. So the sun and the moon are going to be in perfect harmony, perfect balance, and that is going to strengthen them both wildly. So I think with you and this other person, it's really going to be a situation where it's beneficial to you energetically and emotionally and intellectually, that this relationship is really going to help bring out the best in you, and you're going to be bringing out the best in the other person. I think that's wonderful. I think that's something that not a lot of people really talk about in terms of relationships and new things like this is this person helping to bring out the best qualities in you, and are you helping to bring out the best qualities in the other person? I think in this situation, yes, for sure. I really think that you will be. Aquarius, this was a wonderful reading for you. I'm actually really excited for all of this that should be going on this week. Please let me know in the comments how this is progressing, whether this person, if they're in Aries too. I'm really curious if they turn out to be in Aries. And just let me know how you're doing generally. I really appreciate you letting me read for you today. This was your weekly tarot forecast on Dove and Serpent Tarot. If you want to watch the extended version, stick around and become a member of this channel, and you can see all of the extended videos. Thank you so much.